Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It was that time of month again, it's time for the reading wrap-up video, and I have 8 books to talk about, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to talk about are the first 3 books in the Scared Sexy novella series. This is a series of short novellas that a bunch of different romance authors came together and wrote, all about like monster romance and things for Halloween. So the first one I really liked a lot was Hot for Slayer by Hazelwood. I loved this one. So far this one's my favorite one out of all the 3 that I've read. So the story for Hot for Slayer is about this vampire who is centuries old, and in this universe they have slayers who are obviously trying to slay vampires, and there's been one slayer that's been after her for a very long time, and they finally have like a standoff or something, and he gets amnesia because he gets hit in the head, and he doesn't remember that he is a vampire slayer, and she of course feels bad for him and everything, and so she actually takes him in, takes care of him. They kind of become friends and then more. It's a really fun story. I really wish that Hazelwood was able to take this one and actually make this into a full-length novel instead of novella, just so it can be fleshed out a little bit more, and also maybe some more chapters from the male character's perspective. It's been really fun. I really enjoyed this one a lot. I think this might be my favorite thing from Hazelwood actually. So the next book is Beautiful Nightmare by Katee Robert. This one is about a sleep paralysis demon who is not very good at her job, like at all, and she is assigned to the main male character, and he is not afraid of her, and the story just revolves around her coming to terms with that and getting more comfortable with herself and figuring out some more things about her world and his world and herself. And it's a very nice story. The only problem that I really had was the main female character was so insecure and had so many like internal problems with that it really did kind of feel like a personality trait more than anything else, and her dominant personality trait at that. Though I think that's more of a fault of how long or short the story was and not so much the writing or anything, because when it's a novella they really can't develop the character beyond the few personality traits that are needed for the plot and the story. So I think maybe that would have been either fleshed out completely in a full-length novel, or it could have been a problem. I really don't know. And the next novella from the Scared Sexy series was Falling. Now I've never read anything from this author, so I really was going in kind of blind with this one. So this one is about, it follows around the main male character more than the female main character, and the main male character is some kind of creature of the night that feeds off emotions from humans, and so he has a hard time connecting with people, and then he runs into the main female character at a Halloween party where she just dumps her boyfriend, and he realizes that he can have connection with other people, and the story revolves around them discovering that and figuring that out and expanding on that. Really can't say too much about spoiling it, really. So I did really like this one. The story I felt like was a little slow for me, which was kind of weird for a novella considering how short it has to be, because I think this one's also like 90-something pages. I think all of them but Hot for Slayer by Hazelwood is about 90-something pages, I think. Hot for Slayer was definitely the longest one. I think hers was also the longest one in the Christmas novella series too, I think. Anyway. But I did like this one. I thought some of the different aspects of the lore of how the monsters work in this universe were interesting and a little different from what I'm used to reading about this kind of stuff. So that was really interesting. Once again, I do wish this may have been expanded onto a full-length novel just to get more backstory, more lore, more explanation, more character development, but it still worked as a novella. I just wish I had more. Next is What the Hex, which is the second book in the series. This one was just a delight. This one is the epitome of a Grumpy Sunshine trope, like to the T, and I loved it. So the book is set in a magical world where there are witches and warlocks and everything, and they have to have an apprentice in order to be like kind of like a magic battery kind of thing. And the wait list to become one of the apprentices is really, really long, like decades long. And there's this girl who's on the waiting list, and she knows she's not gonna get one anytime soon. However, there's another guy, main male character, who is a warlock, but he's been in trouble. His punishment was that he cannot have an apprentice for a certain amount of years or something, like a really long time, like 20-something years. But he's having a lot of problems with people coming after him, and he really needs to be able to do magic. And so he goes on the table and gets, in their world, it's illegal to have an apprentice that's not like authorized or something like that. And so he does the under the table thing and gets a apprentice that he really should be having, and it's the main female character because she's tired of waiting, so she's willing to break the rules to get what she wants. And she is this sweet, bubbly, happy person, and he is the grumpy of the Grumpy Sunshine. And it's them working together, them getting to know each other, and then also them rubbing off on each other a little bit. He lightens up some, and she honestly just grows a bit of a backbone with her parents, because her parents are awful. It's a really sweet story, them coming together. I really wish there was more in the series. I think this is the last one. There's only 2. I really like the first one, and I really like this one as well, so I really hope there's more to it. And the next is Twilight. I'm actually doing a video series where I'm annotating and rereading the whole series, as you can tell from all the tabs here. I've been really loving looking at all the annotated books and stuff on Pinterest. They're so pretty, and I'm terrified of writing my own books, so I'm using the series as like a way to like get myself used to it and feel more comfortable with it, because I got this copy for like 77 cents from Goodwill, and I've read the series before. And also on top of all that, of course, it's the 20th anniversary this year, so I thought it was perfect to get started on doing that. The first video in that series is actually already posted. If you want to see it, I'll link it above and below and all the good stuff. If you want a more in-depth review and everything like that, and actually see me highlighting things and stuff like that. But if you don't know the story of Twilight, it's about Bella Swan, who moves to Forks, I think it's Washington, and there she meets Edward Cullen and his family, and they're all vampires, and they meet, they fall in love. She gets chased by another vampire. He saves her. It's great. I really don't know how much of this reread I love because I love the book, and how much of it is just this pure nostalgia of it all. I do think it's probably more nostalgia than loving the book, because I can recognize now some bits that weren't written super well, and then the amount of serious relationship red flags is insane. I don't remember those in high school. That probably says a lot about me, probably. But I've been really enjoying my reread of the series. I'm not sure, like I said, I'm just not sure how much of me liking this is from me actually liking the book and how much is from nostalgia. I really just don't know. And the next one is an arc that I got of Honeymoon Phase by Amy Daws. It's another one in the series. I can't remember the name of the series, but it's about all these brothers who live out in the mountains. And this is, I think, the third book in the series. Yeah, third or fourth. It's hard to keep up at this point. But this one follows Luke and Ro as they're in a marriage of convenience to try and save her business from being sold out from under her. Because there's a clause in the business, in the family, her family business, where in order to inherit it, she has to be married. And so enters Luke, her best friend, who offers to marry her and help her keep her family business. I also think it's really sweet that he like trains her a long time and then enters a lumberjack contest to try and convince her that he's serious. That was so sweet. This book has everything. It has slow burn, real emotional depth, and of course laugh out loud funny moments from the rest of the brothers in the series. It's a perfect mix of heart, humor, and small town charm. And I was able to get the arc of the ebook and the audiobook, and the narrators in the audiobook do, of course, a phenomenal job. I don't know why, but I always enjoy a book more when it's an audiobook versus other things. I guess it's because I was read out loud to a lot as a kid, maybe? I don't know. Next is Soul Searching by Lyla Sage. So this book is the start of a new series of hers that seems to be slightly connected to her previous one, the Wild Blue Ranch or Rebel Blue Ranch, the ranch series that she did. So there's like a few characters that pop up as cameos in this from the first series. But what I really liked about this one was that there was like a supernatural element to it, because the story is about this girl named Collins who goes back to her hometown to try and get back her powers, because she's able to see and talk to ghosts, and for some reason her powers have been kind of dwindling where she can't hear them anymore, and she wants it back. So she thinks, oh, if I go back to my hometown, maybe it will revitalize it or something. I don't know, she's out of options, and so she tries that. And there she meets the main male character who just moved to that same town to get away from his problems as well. And they get to know each other, and they also have one of the funniest meet cutes, I think. I thought the other meet cute was pretty funny. But the story revolves around Collins reconnecting with her hometown and also connecting with the main male character and letting her walls down and letting someone in. But I really enjoyed the book. It has some really good side characters. It's also clear who's the next couple going to be in the next book, and I'm really excited for it. I also really enjoyed like some of the little side stories with the ghosts and everything like that. I really like this one a lot. So that's all the books that I read this month, and if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!